Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name is Charity, and it is May 19th, 2021, and it is 5:30 in the morning. I am finding that the early morning time frame actually works really good. I'm still in school, so this is my work from home day. So everybody is remote so they can clean the buildings. So that means I don't have to drive into work. My husband's asleep. The pets are still doing their sleepy mostly thing, except for the kitten who is hearing me talk and is now coming out to visit. So hopefully he's not too obnoxious this morning. That being said, he is a kitten. Well, okay, he's a cat. Not a kitten anymore. But he gets into as much trouble as a kitten, so we just classify him as a kitten. Alright, so this is episode 171. I have a finish. I have an almost finish. I have lots of progress. Not quite as much as last time, but last time it had been more than a week between podcasts. But I have gotten crafting done. I am looking forward to the end of the week. This is the last week of school, so it is the most stressful time of the year, as I have come to find out the first month of school and the last month of school are incredibly stressful. So yeah, that does not help. And yes, he wants attention. So we've got that going on. So everything is getting wrapped up because we only have 2 days left. And students, for my classes anyway, have to have all their assignments in today. So today's the last day I will take late work. So they have to have everything turned in by midnight tonight. Otherwise, I'm not grading it. So it's just going to be, we're watching The Martian. It's such a great science movie. And surprisingly, a lot of my kids haven't seen it, which is, considering that was such a good movie, I'm surprised more kids haven't seen it, and it is relatively current. So, because we finished up talking about ecology and biology, and we were talking about the solar system and earth science, the movie just fits in really well. Really, you can fit The Martian into pretty much any science class. It's just a great movie. It's a great concept, and they use tons of science in it and scientific reasoning, so it's a great one to show kids. So that's what's going on. So other than that, my niece is briefly driving through town on her way from one coast to the other coast, and hopefully I get to see her this week. The last few times she's been home, I lived 2 hours away and wasn't able to get home, so I didn't get to see her. So I am hoping that they stop by, because that's what my sister-in-law said they were doing. They were stopping by everybody's houses, so we'll see. But I have missed her. I babysat last weekend. I'm not getting any younger. The kids were fine, but it's rainy. It was rainy, so Friday night we were outside for a while. Saturday morning before the rain started, we were outside a little bit. But once the rain hit, there's not a lot we can do, so they're cooped up in the house. The dogs are cooped up in the house. Nobody's happy because they're cooped up in the house. So that was not fun. We like to do things, so hopefully the next time the kiddos are here, we can go out and do more stuff. So yeah. All right. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the finish. So, I know I haven't said it yet. This is a crafting podcast, so I do a lot of crafts. I knit, I crochet, I cross stitch, I do diamond painting, and whatever other hobby I spin. I'm trying to resist the weaving aspect because I really don't need to pick up another hobby, but I have seen some looms here recently that I've really been tempted with. I've resisted thus far, but I've seen that. Yeah, I have a lot of hobbies. Photography. Anyway, so this is a crafting channel, and there's only 2 different crafts today. So and these are the 2 that you see predominantly on my uh, show. Yeah, whatever. All right, so I finished. Let me get my sock blockers because it looks so much better on a sock blocker. I finished my husband's socks. To be fair, I haven't weaved in the ends yet, but they're finished. I'll weave in the ends today. But I told him he couldn't have them until I showed him off on the podcast. And he has really been enjoying his hand knit socks. So these are his second good pair that fit properly and look good. While I was learning to knit socks, he got some of my socks and they don't fit as well, nor are they made out of this good yarn. So here are his socks. They are made out of a Knit Picks Felici. I don't remember which color. This is either Time Travel. I think this is Time Traveler. So I bought him several colors of Felici. This is the first one. And yeah, he will probably get several more socks over the summer. So yeah, I was really happy. The cuff, heels, and toes are a gray. And it's again a Knit Picks Hawthorne. I don't remember what color the gray was. It was just one I had laying around, and I'm super stoked that he's actually letting me do colors. So I wasn't going to push it, and the only coordinating yarn I had was the yellow or the purple. And I didn't think he was going to go for purple everywhere. And yellow cuff and or heel and toe just didn't sound like the smartest thing for socks. They're not going to look very nice very long. So, yeah. So, I finished those, which meant I immediately grabbed another sock snake and started another pair of socks. So, I grabbed... All right. So this was a leftover from one of the shawls I made. I bought the yarn in Cape Cod. I don't remember any or the name of the yarn. I don't think it had a colorway, but I don't remember. Excuse me. It was made in Turkey, but the yarn is so soft. I love it. And so I wanted to make sure that it didn't go to waste, and I had, I think, more than a half a skein left looking at how much yarn I have here. So I went ahead and I ran it through my sock machine, and I am using this beautiful blue, which is a Cascade Yarns Heritage 7525, and it's color 5626. It's gorgeous. I love it with the socks, and actually this color happens to go with the next few socks. So I'm sure I'll be tired of the sock once I get done, but several of the sock tubes that I have for my husband, this color goes well with. So once I finish this pair for myself, I need to actually finish cranking what I'm cranking, because I need to make a pair for my brother-in-law, and I need to finish cranking my tube for the pair for him. So yeah, so I have a pair of socks started. I just kind of work on them as I go. It does not take me very long to do cuffs, heels, and toes. So since I have several to do, I would probably try to crank those out pretty quick. All right, the next project that has seen a lot of attention is the Barnstable. Oh, what did I do with my... No, there. So I'm doing the Barnstable with my friend Corey. Someday I'll get used to Siri. Probably not. All right. So that's the Barnstable. And I am currently on the first part trying to get to 108 stitches on the needle. And I am currently at 100 stitches the needle. When I finish this row, it'll be 101. So I have other priorities on my crafting for today, but I am kind of hoping I can get the last 15 rows done. So, but you can see I have made some progress. There's my stitch marker. So, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. So, right now it's just a gray blob. But hopefully, soon, it will not be a gray blob. I will have more knitting time as the summer comes, but not a ton. Despite popular belief that teachers don't have anything to do all year, but or all summer, but sit and relax. I have a lot. I'm teaching 2 new courses next year, so I have a lot of work to do. A lot this summer. So a lot of schoolwork. I have AP training this summer. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. All right, so there's that. Next up, actual progress, is Pebble Beach. All right. So this is Pebble Beach. It's a Helen Stewart. And I am giving... I'll hit 65% on this today. So it is starting to get close. I love this yarn. All right. So you can't see much with it unblocked, but if it'll behave, which it's getting a little unwieldy, it is full of eyelets. So I absolutely adore this yarn, and I wanted this to be a nice light summer project. The yarn is Apple Fiber Studio, And the colorway is Dreaming of Hawaii, and it is a 20% superfine alpaca, 60% merino, 20% nylon. So it is lovely and squishy and gorgeous, and it is going to be a great shawl for spring and summer and whenever else I want to throw on a bright splash of color. So yeah, it is awesome. I love it. It is living in my project bag that I got from Cape Cod. Now, I should move my progress keeper. You wouldn't think I've made that much progress based on where the progress keeper is, but, you know, it's a crescent, so it grows a lot. Alright, so there's that one. And the last knitting project I have been trying to do some work on more often, but I've only gotten like 3 rows done. So yeah, you can't even really tell. I need to get to 4 inches of ribbing, and I'm at 3. This is the sock head cowl. Slow and steady wins the race. So that's what I'm doing, slow and steady. So that's all my knitting progress. And cross stitch. Now that I have 2 projects to show you. So this one will be finished today. I only have like 300 and some stitches left. So as I said last time, May is Huntington's Disease Awareness, and my husband and many of his family members have the disease, or will have it in the future. So that doesn't sound right. So they have the disease, whether it's being currently expressed or not. And don't get me started on the science, because I can go there. And I'm trying not to. But anyway. So, as you can see, I am almost done. I just have this corner to do. So, that definitely will be done today. And I am doing it out of blues. So, this is the Ink Circles Awareness Ribbon Mandala. And I have made it for Huntington's disease. I added the H and the D's in the center ribbons, and I'm going to make a couple more modifications. So, but I should still be done today. So there's that one. I'm not even going to put it up because I'll be working on it later today. We'll turn off my iPad. I have stacks on my desk. My desk never stays clean for very long. It needs to be cleaned again. So I ran out. The only reason it's not done now is because I ran out of the 4237, and I had to order 2 more skeins from 123 Stitch, because I don't live local to a craft store anymore, which sucks. But it's probably safer for my pocketbooks, since I have to actually order most of my stuff. I can't just stop in a craft store and just buy stuff. Because I have to drive to the next town over to other craft stores. And they don't have good craft stores either. So, anyway. So, while that one was on pause, I picked up another project that has been languishing for too long and decided it's going to get finished. So I'm working on the Pirate Santa. And this is a Sue Hillis design. My friend Corey gave me this project. So I am getting very close to being done. Let me take him out of the hoop. It's easier to see. So this is on fabric I dyed. And here he is in all his glory. So before I started, he was missing his beard and his head and his hat and his hand. I have to finish. I need to put the tree. I need to put his hook on, his eye patch, do a little bit more trim around the hat, and then the back stitch. So he will probably be done in pretty short order. I am in a finishing mood when it comes to my, well, okay, I'm in a finishing mood when it comes to cross stitch. I'm not looking to start more cross stitch projects. I am looking to finish more cross stitch projects. So that means making sure that I am pulling out whips and working on whips. And these are 2 whips that I've had for a while, and they just need to be finished. And that magnet is super strong. So I will, I have several other whips that I will be doing after this, because again, I have almost 50 cross stitch whips. So that number needs to decrease. That is from Cross Stitch's fun days when I had, I participated in a lot of the knit-alongs, and that was great fun and all, but the problem was you had a lot of starts and not a lot of finishes. So I am trying to get things finished. I started projects because I wanted to finish them. I wanted to have the finished objects, and I have stacks of cross stitch over there. So I am trying to finish them off. I have my World War II Sienna on the frame on my stand, but I decided I needed portable projects. So that's why these came out. And then I will finish the World War II Sienna because he's also very close to being done. And then I have a Haid that I've been working on, and that I'm going to try and get knocked out. And I'm just going to keep going through. The Haids at this point are something I enjoy more because they're on Pattern Keeper. So if I can find the pattern on Pattern Keeper, I'm much more likely to finish it than if not. So, and I really wish the importing of patterns from PDFs or from pictures and stuff was a little easier on Pattern Keeper, and I know it can't be. I fully realize that program is amazing as it is, and figuring out how to scan in a paper copy and make a pattern. Like, I have a paper copy for 99 bottles, and when I saw that Ink Circles had it that was Pattern Keeper friendly, I went and bought it. That's how much Pattern Keeper has helped with my stitching, and it's hard for me to want to stitch a Mirabilia with their huge paper patterns when I can grab a Haid and stitch that. So that is a problem. Because I like the Mirabilias. I like a lot of designs that you can't get on Pattern Keeper, and I really wish you could, because it does make stitching so much more convenient. It's easier to track your place, you're not marking up patterns, and I've had so many problems with making working copies and things don't line up just quite right and it's annoying. Or when you mark up a digital copy and it doesn't save your markups. I've had all these problems and it's just irritating. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, so it is now almost 6 o'clock, and in half an hour I gotta make breakfast so I can start my day. And I'd like to get in a little crafting time. So I'm going to wish you a great rest of your week. I hope everybody is doing great. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.